And here we are, live on Facebook. Real Talk with Shanti Niven and, as usual, the absent David Lofi. I don't know what he's doing. The moment he arrives, we will officially start the show. But in the meantime, we'll give you a chance to get online, get on with us, say hi. And I want to welcome also Eli Ramirez, who is our producer and who will be behind the scenes taking all of your messages that you post up in response to the show and posting it up so that David and I can see it. See, we don't watch the Facebook live feed, which we did in the beginning. It was a total disaster because it runs about 10 seconds behind we do. And so it, as you can imagine, was really confusing. Eventually, we learned this system. We have a producer who takes a look at everything that you type, then puts it up so that we can read off what you write. So if we're a little behind you, that's the reason why. There's a little bit of a delay on Facebook. And there seems to be a little bit of a delay on Lofi. Where the hell is it?
I was delayed. Sorry, emergency. Services called me.
Possibly be more important than talk. But anyway, he's looking. Here we go. All they do is talk. Talk. All they do is talk. Talk. All they do is talk. Bam.
Bam.
Hi, talkers.
Hello, talkers.
Isn't it fantastic? Somebody's just popped up on my thing saying, how do we log in to watch your show? You don't have to log in. You just go to our Facebook group. I can't do anything about this.
Yeah, get on Real Talk, and then it starts from there.
Eric?
Hey, Eric.
Yeah, there's just nothing I can do to message them.
I don't know if there's an easier way. You go to the page, and it shows up, right?
Right.
On the page, Real Talk page. So you can put in the search bar, pound, Real Talk, and it'll bring you to the page.
Okay. I'm telling somebody, go to Real Talk on face.
Pound Real Talk, or our Talk page. Go to our Talk page, which maybe they'll have in their groups if they know how to get there from groups.
Okay. See, now look, I'm having to type this one. I'm live on air.
Live
now. Okay.
I am turning down the fan because it's a little warm.
You're looking a little hot. You're looking like you're the one going through menopause.
I thought you were going to say I'm looking a little hot.
Wishful thinking. So, okay. So the
because I turned on the fan. It was hot.
Yeah. All right. Well, sorry. There is this theory that has been perpetuated, this theory that I believe is a myth, that opposites attract. No. In our heads, we think that we need to be with somebody who complements us. In other words, has attributes and qualities and things that are different.
And things. Sorry.
You know, of course, you think like a man. Now, you know, obviously, we opposites do attract in that, for the most part, men are attracted to women, and we are very different to you guys, right?
Definitely.
Most
definitely.
Right. So that's true there. And there are things that we'll, you know, perhaps look for that we lack in relationships. But do you know what's really interesting, David Leofair?
Ooh, what's that?
Is that research done and proved conclusively in 2013 that, in fact, people are attracted to people that have similarities,
right? Yeah, and that's also in many studies. A lot of these, you know, people who talk for a living, motivational speakers. It's looking for the term they use for them. They'll say that, you know, if you even emulate what the other person, if you do what the other person's doing, you copy them. That's a way to like build the connection.
Build rapport.
You know, like if they're crossing their arms, right? Building the rapport. They'll cross your arms. They've got their legs crossed. You might kind of easily go in there and cross your legs. So that you
don't make it too obvious, otherwise it gets creepy when people do that.
Yeah.
But here's a very interesting thing. If you want to know, for example, if somebody likes you, and I mean likes you perhaps more than just likes you, crack a joke or watch when a joke is told. And when everybody's laughing, if, for example, I'm laughing and I look at you, you're the person I'm attracted to, because people will tend to look at the person that they're seeking sort of validation from. So they tend to look at the person that they like most. Okay, so just watch out for that. But going back to the opposites, let's talk about ourselves for a minute, because I will say this.
You got a hi, Shanti. There was no hi for me from Soch. Hello, Cheryl. I'm not saying hi to Soch because she didn't say hi to me.
Shosh, it's not Soch. Think Shosh.
No, it's Soch now.
Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Eric.
What is it? Oh, there we go. All right. All right. Hello. Hello, Shosh.
Shosh. I am going to be Shosh, because Shosh is awesome. And Shosh is one of my students, and I am training her to do stand-up comedy because she's freaking hilarious. Isn't she, David?
Yeah, she's pretty funny. Yeah.
She's a funny.
She's hilarious.
So I'm coaching her, and she's also a brilliantly talented musician, songwriter. So we just have awesome talent in our Talk group. Okay, if you've joined us live on Real Talk, say hi, say hello.
Hello.
Tell us who you are.
I'm David Lopi.
We know who the heck you are.
Oh, sorry.
Hello,
There's Jeffrey. Hello, Jeffrey. He said hi to both of us.
He did. He learned. So we're talking about opposites attract. And I happen to believe, David and I have some differences here, because David kind of seems to think love happens in the head, whereas I fully believe that love happens in the heart.
That's not completely
Don't roll your eyes at me. We had an argument about this already.
We did, but that wasn't my point. My point was that it starts in the head. It starts at the attraction.
No, it starts in the heart, and then the head should get involved at some point.
Yes.
Hi, Sarah.
That was my point. Your point was the head never gets involved.
No, I did not say
that.
Yes,
that's what you said. You're like, no, we don't use our brains at all. This is why you end up.
Okay, that is not true. I have always believed that you fall in love with your heart, and at some point your brain comes into it, because all that first flush of love and passion and romance is going to dim, and then suddenly you look at that
Hello,
person.
Kath. Hello, Sarah.
Kath, hello. So then you suddenly look at this person and you think, can I live with this person, right? Now, I think, going on the subject again, David, can we talk about this, that a certain amount of complementary, so for example, if you have certain skills and the other person has skills that you lack, that could be kind of useful in a relationship. You know, let's say you've got to at least have somebody who's good with finances, right?
Right, Kim? I believe, yes, very much so.
Right. So,
I mean, somebody's got
to know how to manage the money. And if you've got two people who are big spenders, you're going to have a problem.
You're going to have a problem.
Yeah. Of course, if you've got somebody who's very prudent with money and then you have a big spender on the other side, that might cause a lot of conflict.
I've heard that does.
Cheryl
says, I think too much.
He does. Now, I'll tell you something.
I'm not sure that's a problem.
There is a rumor.
And I'm not taking that as an insult when it's coming from women.
There is a theory that men who go bald over here are thinkers. Men who go bald at the back are sexy. And men who go bald everywhere think they're sexy.
Are thinkers.
So David's still got a mop of hair. And I don't know how.
Well, I'm not that old. I mean, why wouldn't I?
I will say nothing. You were considered ancient by some.
I don't think 39 is that old, but
You're in terrible denial. Okay, you know what? I'm proud of being mature. I'm proud of being a mature woman. I am. And I'm going to stand up.
Hey, Norma.
And you know what is...
From British Columbia.
Hello, Norma. I came from a country where age is revered. And when you get silver hairs, you're celebrated. They think that as you get older, you get better. Not in this country. What the hell?
Yeah, this country's kind of lost the whole concept, I think, at some point of respect for your elders. I think it's not something that's...
Yeah, in fact, it's actually quite the reverse. It's like there's an ageism, so that when you hit a certain age, especially women, I'm going to say, and girls, you need to tell me if I'm right. If you agree with me, give me a thumbs up or something. Catherine, Audra, Cheryl, and Kath, and everybody who's here with us, thank you very much for joining us. Do you agree that women especially suffer from ageism, that they believe that a woman over a certain age is kind of like we might as well be put out to pasture like a bunch of cows? Whereas men are called gray foxes. Yeah, you guys. And then you find yourself a younger girl and
I'm not gray at all.
are tormented
I'm
forever.
all gray here.
Yeah, you've got all this gray in your beard. And no doubt in other places. So, okay. You're on Talk with Shanti Niven and David Lofi, otherwise known as The Loaf.
The Loaf.
The Loaf. And
I was gonna put my
if
name.
you have not registered yet, I'm now sounding like a nag. Go to realtalktalk.com, realtalktalk.com, and register. Become a real talker, become a member, become part of us. And just so you know, your username is your email, isn't it, David?
Your username is your email address.
Yeah. And then
the password you put in.
Yeah, your password you put in. Okay.
We're going to change some of that. It seems to be a little bit too
Cheryl
much.
says, no, we get better. No, Cheryl, when I was saying that they believe, I'm talking about in America and especially California, there's a kind of judgment that as women get older, I don't know why, there's a lot of focus on young women. But I 100% agree with you. I think I am better than I was when I was younger. I have maturity and wisdom. I've developed a lot through my life. I would never want to be the person I was in my 20s.
Oh, Marty says, what happens if you
Really?
steal all your hair?
I caught that expression.
It just got grayer. That's what Marty says. What? I didn't do anything.
Your face, I might have
My face? Oh no.
Your face is a picture. You speak with your face. So come on, folks, tell us about, Cheryl says bald is sexy. I agree, actually. You know what? Can I say something about this? I think everything's sexy if you own it.
I think so too. I think if you own it, you can own the sexiness.
I'm telling you now, I knew a man, his name is Ari, and he was the sales director of a huge pharmaceutical company, but he was about 5'6". He was short. And yet, I tell you what, that man had no shortage of women and very statuesque models. And I would say, how do you do it? You know what it came across to? It was just confidence, but also what he had was a way of making women feel beautiful. So,
Audra says, I mean, I'm only 35, but general consensus seems that, yes, women aren't allowed to age.
freaking hell. I'm 20 years older than you, Audra. 20 years older, and I'm
only 4 years older than you.
And he's a liar. I want to tell you something. I'm not going to give away his age because you know what? If he can't tell his real age, I'm not going to be the one to tell it. But I will say this: he looks very good for his age. There we go. Compliment, love.
All right. I'm 80.
Is do opposites attract? Have you been in a relationship? Are you in a relationship with an opposite? Are you in a business relationship? A friendship with an opposite? I will give away a little secret. The funny thing is, David Lofi and I are quite opposite in some ways. You know, either he's a male, I'm a female. I'm intelligent. He's
highly intelligent.
He's on the spectrum. I'm completely on the other end of the spectrum. We've got all these differences, but the secret that you guys don't know is that actually we are very similar. We're very alike. That's the really zany, weird part.
Kath says, if only we could all learn to appreciate the real and natural of all of each of us. And that's very true.
Kath, I couldn't agree more. Do you know what? My daughter.
Who you are.
One thing I really adore about her, other than the fact that she's my daughter, is that my child sees beauty in everything. And she says always she loves older people. She loves especially very old people. She says, there's beauty in wrinkles. And because of her, I began to see that. You know, she used to draw faces with lots of wrinkles. And she said, Mom, it's like the roadmap of their lives. And I thought, wow, what a wonderful way of seeing that. That all their pains and aches and feeling has been etched into their face, right?
The more wrinkles, the more aches and pains.
Right.
Is that right?
You got it all screwed up, David. Okay, Cheryl.
What? Oh, Cheryl says I'm more active than most, and she's 57.
Right. Well, you know what? I think I'm, in terms of age, what's happened with me is I definitely have become wiser. I was extremely tactless as a kid. I mean, my foot was permanently in my mouth.
And still is.
Only my big toe.
Absolutely still is. Stanley, do you want to read it?
Yeah, I'll read it because you've been reading the other ones.
Okay.
So Stanley, welcome first of all to Talk. Great to have you here. I think this is the first time I've seen a comment from you. You said, I've been with my soul partner for 40 years. We have absolutely nothing in common, completely unlike in tastes in cinema and literature and food and kink and DS, philosophy of love and lust. Now, big question is, Stanley, does it work? I mean, you've been with that person for 40 years, but I mean, are you happy in that relationship? We want to know.
That's an interesting one. So Matthew says girls may look 20 years older than me. Girls my age. Girls his age look 20 years older than he does.
Yeah.
And then he says, I have to lie about my age being 45.
Well, you know what? Sometimes, because look, I will say this for myself. I'm not being boastful when I say this. I mean, I'm a woman in my 50s. A lot of people do mistake me for quite a bit younger. I have always looked younger. When I was in my 30s, people used to think I was a teenager still. So I had a real baby face. And, but I actually like older men. I really do. I think older men are so much more interesting than younger men. And, you know, they have that wisdom and they've lived that life. So he has to lie about why do you have to lie about being 45? Own it. Now, what is your first name? Robertovich or Matthew? Or
I think it's Matthew Robertovich. It is Matthew Robertovich.
okay.
I know.
All right. Well,
Marty says, I have a dear friend who's 75 and she oozes sexuality because she owns herself and her situation.
Okay, I've got a little secret. I have a very, very close friend, and you know about this. Close friends.
Uh-huh.
That one was my business partner. There is a 30-year age gap in their relationship. She is 30 years older. And I don't want to give her age away, but she's getting up there. He's in his 30s, so, you know, you could work it out. But she is drop dead gorgeous, even at her age. She has
I know it is.
more youthfulness in her than he does, actually. He's kind of like
an old man.
30 going on 70.
He's such an old man.
I know. I love him to death. He looks so youthful, but he's an old boy. You know, he's an old spirit.
Yeah, he's a crackhead. Only 20 or 30-year-olds will go out with me, he said. Matthew says.
Okay.
This guy's name's back.
You know what's really interesting is I have had an immense problem with 20, 30-year-old men. Those are the ones that hit on me all the time, and I have absolutely no interest in a much younger man. I just don't find younger men attractive. So, okay, but how about now? The subject is, do opposites really attract? And if they attract, do they work out? Because, yeah, you can be attracted to an opposite, but does it work out?
Right. You're here live on Talk with Shanti Niven and David Lofi. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share our YouTube page. Invite friends. Surprisingly, we just got like 100 people over the last couple of days. I was like, what? Whoa.
Our group is growing. It's
I didn't say welcome. I was like, whoa, it's really fast.
Yeah, I know. It's fantastic. Thank you so much for your support and for inviting everybody to join our group, because the more the merrier. We have got some exciting things up our sleeves coming up soon. Talk is all about being able to talk, disagree, and get along. And that's
maybe going back to our socials.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, once COVID is over, we want to get back to having talk socials, get together and actually talk in person. You know what I mean? Remember those days without masks and gloves?
Maybe even touch
Right.
somebody.
Yeah.
I touched people.
Marty says, unfortunately, in my case, aging was inevitable. Maturing seems to have been optional. Hey, Marty, you and me also. I am not mature. I'm wise, but I'm.
That's debatable.
What? Wait a minute.
I don't know if I'd go too wise.
Well, why do you hire me to coach you if you don't think I'm wise?
Mature, yes. Wise? Well, you're a good coach too.
Thank you. Yeah, what you don't know, folks, is that David's my business partner, my buddy, but I'm also his coach.
I'm learning how to speak.
He's learning how to speak and present, and you know what? He's awfully charismatic. And what I really always say to people, I'm not teaching you a skill that isn't there. What I'm doing is drawing out of you who you are. I don't want to create Shanti clones. I just want to create more of you.
Right, which I think is a little bit different than some of these other places. Like I've gone to like Toastmasters and these other places, and I mean, you could start to see where they all kind of follow the same format. You can see who's a Toastmaster speaker.
Yeah.
They do similar things over and over. I was watching a YouTube video earlier on the argument for why we need to go to space or why we have a space force. And it was interesting, but the guy was talking, I was like, that guy is a Toastmaster speaker. You could just tell how he stands and how he does things. And
mentioned that he was a Toastmaster. You could tell just by his
style. You could tell that he was a.
Well, believe it or not, I've been a Toastmaster myself for something like 30 odd years. However, I always say I'm a little bit of a maverick because I wasn't just with Toastmasters. I started off with Dale Carnegie, and I literally became a junkie and learned everything I could about public speaking, communication, everything that I could. So I don't label myself one thing or another, and I try not to be formulaic. In other words, what I really want to bring out of people is who they are, being authentic, being real and natural, right? You don't want to have a whole bunch of clones standing up and presenting. Oh my goodness. Matthew says Dave is awesome. Which Dave are you talking about?
Yeah, which Dave?
You can't possibly be talking about the loaf.
The loaf.
The loaf. Okay. So let's try and stay on topic. Tell us about your experiences with opposites. I just want to share one thing before we do. Researchers have investigated what combination makes for better romantic partners, those who are similar, different, or opposite. Scientists call these three possibilities the homogamy hypothesis, the heterogamy hypothesis, and the complementary hypothesis, respectively. And the clear winner is homogamy. Since the 1950s, social scientists have conducted over 240 studies to determine whether similarity in terms of attitudes, personalities, traits, outside interests, values, and other characteristics leads to attraction, so on and so forth. I don't know, I'll continue reading this, but when you have common and shared values, and I think that's the important part, you can have different interests, right? I mean, you can have boy interests and I can have girl interests, but if you have shared values, so let's say, for example,
I'm all girl interest. Just saying.
In shooting guns, and she may not be interested in shooting guns, but she's interested in something else. You can have those different interests, but you really should share common core values, maybe religious beliefs, maybe those sort of things, because those can lead to, and you've had experience with that, haven't you, Lofi?
I have had experience with that. She was insane.
So you had me, and you're not?
Well, first Marty says wise, witty, intelligent, semi-erotic, nice acronym. Wise. And then Kat says David could sell ice to an Eskimo. Maybe.
I think he could. People used to say that about me many years ago. My dad said Shanti could sell sand to. Actually, I did not say that. That doesn't sound polite. So Never mind.
Matthew says shared values are important.
Okay, so Shosh says, I tried the opposites attract thing. It's great for a quick frame of attraction, but doesn't really work out over time. And
I have
that's
to agree with that. I don't think that opposites, if you're that opposite, eventually it's not going to work out. I mean, there's going to be some issues. Like I was always outgoing, cheery, happy. And if you go back and look at some of my pictures of me and my other person, I heard she's really a cheery, happy person when her boyfriend's around. But and otherwise, I heard she's a little grump. She's a little back to her normal. Grump.
you know what?
I'm not gonna say she's grumpy or anything. I'm just saying
You can, because you know what? I remember when you were showing your photo album of all your adventures and your trips all over the place, and in Paris and in Vegas and all over the show. And the one thing I always noticed is you're in the front with this big goofy smile, and there was always this sourpuss face in the
there's
back.
some woman in the background of the frown. Not a lot. She didn't get a lot of pictures, but what she did is always
looked very unhappy. So either you were really pissing her off, or
then she learned how to smile. You know, if you look at the pictures that are closer to the end of her, she learned how to smile, but that didn't change really who she was. She was still just a grunt.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I remember one little lesson from my grandmother. I had an awesome grandmother. And the one thing she said, my other grandmother had given me a gift for my 13th birthday. You know, I was just become a teen. And she gave me knitted coat hanger covers. And
you can always use those.
Well, needless to say, I was not delighted to get those for my birthday. And it showed on my face. So my grandmother on the other side, this was the one said, Shanti, no matter how you feel, the greatest gift you can give somebody is your joy when they give you a gift, even if it's something you don't like. And I thought, well, that's kind of like not being truthful. But she went to all that effort to give me that gift and knitted them. So she actually did it by hand. And I've always remembered that, you know, you may not be in a good mood, but smile costs nothing, right? It makes everybody happy. What happened? Did you go blank?
No, I'm here. I'm listening. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. It's just sorry. When you're not talking, I worry.
Thanks. Audra says shared. I'm listening to what your story was. Audra says shared interests are important. Like H-O.
Hi. H-U.
H-U. Opposites attract really means exotic, doesn't it? It really means exotic, doesn't it? Like you are bored and want something interesting. I'm not sure what L-Y-H-U is.
Could you let us know if that's your real name? Was that just a pseudonym? Now.
Oh, that's the next line. Oh, got it. I thought it was Audra's is shared interests are important. Lee H-U is opposites attract really mean exotic, doesn't it? Mean you are bored and want something interesting. I think it's I could be wrong. Please enunciate, or give us an enunciation, then we'll say it correctly.
I think
we want to embarrass you and ourselves, right?
This is a good discussion.
I'm always messing them up, right? I don't know how many people's names I
know you mess up all the time, so please forgive him. He means well. He just,
Jeffrey Coiste. Coistra, right? See?
I'm not seeing all this stuff.
I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so one thing that because in social studies, they do say people kind of look for their tribe, right? You look for your birds of a feather flock together. And people do tend to move in circles of people that they're familiar with. That makes it difficult for someone like myself who's considered an exotic because I don't come from this country. I have a different accent. I say words differently. I have a completely different culture and upbringing. So in some respects, I'm at a disadvantage because you share stuff like Jerry Seinfeld. I didn't even know what that was. I suddenly had to binge watch Jerry Seinfeld so I could understand what most Americans are talking about. And you're on Talk with, it's Lee.
That's what I said. I already said that. But go ahead. Continue.
You're on Real Talk with the handsome David Lofi and Shanti Niven. And you need to immediately go to realtalktalk.com, realtalktalk.com, and register. Just register so you can become a real member of our gang. Okay. Now there's no initiation fees. No initiation.
There is an initiation.
There is.
It has to do with paddles, but that's the secret.
Oh, stop it. Okay. There's no fees. You pay nothing. It is free for now. So no,
get in on the ground floor.
Come on. The reason why you want to join is because we'll be sending you stuff that nobody else will get. You will get special insights into our secret meetups and socials and also
the socials. Since we can get back to our socials, we kind of got really jammed up there with the COVID. I think that, and we were having a good time. We've gone to hockey games together. We've gone to meetups. We've gone to dinner. We've gone to lunches. We've gone to Taco Tuesdays. We've done different things, these little group things. Marty says, don't forget your wacko vocabulary, Shanti. And is he right? Wacko is it. We had a whole show on your wacky vocabulary.
Well, just because I happen to have one. Sorry.
Okay, easy now. We had to retrain you. We had to teach you how to speak English once you came over here.
You had to teach me how to speak this foreign language called Americanese.
Call them English.
So, David Lofi, do you remember that we went on?
We fixed your language, like we fixed a lot of things. Anyways, hi, Shanti and David. Sorry I'm late. In my opinion, I think opposites truly attract and are attractive to each other. That's an interesting. You're the only one I think we've got this to each other when they are complementary to each other. Now, I think that's a very good point. If you have complementary things,
right?
When we strengthen or fill the gaps of our loved ones, I think you should have certain things that complement each other. I don't think it should be one for one with certain things. I think that does fill an area, it does fill a gap, but I don't really call that that's a complement, not really an opposite, right?
No, so I think what we're sort of coming to, Travis, is that you have to have common and shared values. So maybe your religious beliefs, your core values need to be the same. Then you can have differences. My other half is much more technical. He's an engineer. I am very creative. He balances me out in that respect. You know, he may not understand all my
craziness, insanity. I'm just putting some words out there, trying to fill a little gap.
He thinks I'm wonderful, so that's just fun. Okay. Lee says it's not an eyes wide shut initiation. That should have been question. So initiation, question mark?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I know of, unless David has hatched some sort of
scheme
in the back. You know.
Plan.
Yeah.
Evil.
Right.
I'm just filling in words for you. Travis says absolutely. He agrees. And I think for the most part, if you find somebody who is has similarities in certain things, I think it is going to help for the longevity of the relationship. You know, a lot of times women want to change the guy, right? It's like, hey, now maybe that's why they think the opposite thing is like, he's a bad boy. Who was the one who went out with Jesse James, the bike repair guy? He had a bike repair shop, and then she married him. He's cheating on her.
Demi Moore.
No. Demi Moore was not. That was not Demi Moore. That was Green.
What are you talking about? But anyway, yes. So she was the good girl, and he was this biker guy.
Yeah, she was all the really all her movies were like she was like the ultra good girl and right.
But anyway, that we got the point.
Mm-hmm.
And so the semi-erratic is popping out.
He says the semi-erotic is pooping out.
You see, he can't even speak English. And Marty, this is what I've got to deal with.
Oh, popping out. Sorry.
So, okay. All right.
Erratic poops. No.
Okay, so I've got experience. I'm going to tell a little bit of my background in that I was married twice. Yep, that's true. My first husband was much older than me and very different to me. Very different. He was very antisocial. I was very social. He didn't understand poetry. I was into poetry and art and all that kind of stuff, literature. He didn't get that at all. We were total opposites, but our marriage lasted 25 years. But I will tell you this, that we had very little to converse about. So we'd sit at dinner. If we were at dinner alone, we literally didn't have any conversation. Our entire conversation was always around our children, because that was something that we had in common. We adored our children. And I won't say I was unhappy, but I never felt fully understood. Then it comes along husband number 2. He's a total creative genius, and we have an incredible click. We get along incredibly well in the beginning. And then, well, I don't want to say anything mean about anybody, because you know what? Both my husbands were wonderful men, but he was crazy.
Sandra Bullock. That's it. Sandra Bullock.
Okay, that was who it was. Sorry, I was getting it mixed up. Anyway, so the second husband was, I think, Arthur. Arthur in the movie Arthur. And I'm a good girl. So yeah, he was a bad boy, as you were talking about early on. And I'm a good girl. And it was just, that wasn't going to work out. So we have
to. With the other second husband, number 2?
Mm.
Yeah.
He wrote a song even saying that she was a wide-eyed girl, so innocent, and he was an LA boy star.
Yeah, like, she's a good girl. Cares about Elvis. Like that song? That was the song, wasn't it?
He had his own song. It was. I could sing it, but
I'm free.
Hello,
Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Okay. We see you finally made it.
So the point that we're making is we all have personal experiences. I think that an opposite can attract in that it's interesting to you, right? It's what's the word for it? Exotic. It's interesting. We also like an element of danger. So, remember Tony Robbins always talks about we like to have a certain amount of certainty and then uncertainty.
Yeah.
Balance. So that can be attractive. But for longevity, I think that we need to have enough in common.
I think enough in common. You don't want to be exact. I mean, I always hate those people who dress like each other, twinsy like. I mean, come on. No, but I think, you got to have some differences and stuff, I mean, when he starts wearing women's panties and dresses, it's got to be, I think that's where you start to draw the line. But I'm just saying. Bringing up some point. Maybe not. Hey, I don't care. It's not my thing. If it's your thing, let it rip.
Yeah, I just anyone wearing my clothing, that would be. And look, no offense to trannies.
And Kris Jenner.
And Chris. No, I mean, look, each to his own. I want people to live their own lives. I'm just saying, for me, that's not gonna.
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with it. That's what they want to do. That's my poop, David. Free falling.
That's my poop.
I don't know.
There's something kinky that's going on behind the scenes here, David.
There might be. David, don't quit your day job.
What? Who said that?
He said it because he didn't like my.
You're gonna.
I'm free.
You're gonna discover that was
free falling.
We're gonna get into the game a little early, I think. Right? Because we don't seem to have any members telling us anything about opposites attract that we haven't already discussed. We wanted to hear your experiences.
I think we kind of covered it.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much covered. Would you like to play the game, folks? Now, here's the good news, members, is you guys are going to get to play along with me. David was supposed to come up with his own idioms, but he didn't because he was busy with other stuff. So I have a list. Okay.
Doing the list of things.
I
had to get done. Like she calls me. She's like, hey, can you do this real quick and do that too? I'm like, all right, I'm already working on some other stuff.
You're talking to
Let me drop everything I got going so I can go ahead and do your stuff.
You see, it's typical of a male. I mean, I got it all done somehow and got
typical of a right.
Got whipped into the oven, cleaned the house.
Did
my hair.
Did you color your hair?
You noticed?
Yeah, it looks nice.
Thank you. I did all of that, by the way, today in the midst of you seemingly panicking and not getting anything done. Okay.
I colored mine too. Do you like the color?
You've been in the sun. That's what's happened there. Okay, Daniel, hang
Is
in.
that what it is?
I want to see if you guys can beat David at this game. So we're going to go back to the idioms.
Oh, let's give it a shot.
I'm going to put myself on mute and I'm going to say the idiom. And then you guys, all of you and David, are going to guess what it is that I'm saying. You're going to try and lip read. Now, I'm not going to overemphasize again. So I'm not going to go like three blind mice. I'm not going to go.
Yeah, that was terrible. It was.
Apparently, that is confusing. So I'm just going to say it normally, and I say it a couple of times, but every time I say it, I'll put my finger up, okay? So, all right, everybody watch carefully. Watch my lips. I'm going to mute myself for the first one. And by the way, it's 3 words.
I thought you were muting yourself.
3 words.
Again? Slow down word for word. Oh, pissed off, Roni. I got it. Bam. You were on Talk with David Lofi and Shanti Niven. Catch us on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share. Invite people to our Facebook group. And you can catch us every Wednesday. And don't forget, go to our website, realtalktalk.com. Make sure you register. We're going to have, hopefully soon, we'll be getting out and having some socials where we'll be listing those inside the platform. So you'll know when those are, and you'll get notified through an email when those are going. It is free, completely free. We don't sell, we don't share, we don't give away your information. It's all encrypted in the database. And that's it.
There we go. And David,
Is that right?
Love that tribute to Tom Petty. You're a good singer. Don't give him a big head. He already has a big enough head. Apparently, you two are opposites. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Travis says, can opposites over time begin to experience feelings of isolation? Because of the differences, common core feelings exist, but their everyday things are different from one another. Very good point, Travis. And Daniel Lofi beat you to it. What did you say, Lofi? What did you think it was?
Where did he write? Where's this?
What did you say I said?
I said, piss off Rosie.
Okay, piss off Rosie. Daniel Lofi got it first. He said, bed of roses. Marty said, piss off Lofi.
That's probably what she said.
Pat Henry says something of roses. Jamie says major of roses. And Lee says nailed it. Daniel Lofi is our winner. Congratulations, Daniel. Now let's see if you can get the next one.
All righty.
2 words.
2 words. 1, 2. Again. Okay, word for word. Looks like you're doing 2 words. That's 2. Oh, go ahead. Say it again. I'm sorry. Peter Piper.
What? Okay, members, come on, guess. What did I just say? I'm going to say it again. 2 words.
Okay.
The first word has got 2 syllables, and the second one has 2 or 3, depending on how you pronounce it. So I'm going to try and do it in American.
Americanese. Okay, go ahead. Jeffrey Steinbeck got it. Jeffrey got it first. Bed of Roses. Why is Google reminding me to go to TalkTalk? Why wouldn't it Google remind you to go to TalkTalk?
I'm talking away here, and I didn't realize I'm on mute. Jeffrey
That's how we like it.
got it first, according to Ellie. Ellie, you're going to have to let us know who pops up first with the answer.
That was Bed of Roses, though. This is the new one,
Yes,
which
the
is...
new one is 2 words. First word is 2 syllables. Second word is two or maybe 3 syllables. And here we go.
Oh, I think Jeffrey got it. Money business. Oh, he didn't.
Close, very close. There's a letter missing.
Money businesses.
Don't get up to.
A money business? What?
Okay, all right, I'm going to give it to Jeffrey Lee. It's monkey business.
Oh, monkey.
It was Eddie. Oh, there we go. Monkey business. He got it right.
It was monkey.
All right. Eddie, did you say Jeffrey Lee got this one right first? Or was it Bed of Roses? It sounds like Jeffrey Lee is reading my lips better than anybody else. Okay. Next one is more difficult.
Oh, that's what we need. A more difficult one.
Oh.
Because we're just like kicking these out. They just don't make it any. You gotta bring it up a level because it's just too easy for us.
4 words. 4 words.
Says you got both. Go ahead.
All
4 words.
Okay, 4 words. Here we go.
I'd rather do charades with you. That would be hilarious. Piss off before you go. I've even said it in an English accent. All right, let's try again. Ooh, I can't even repeat that. Do they allow that on Facebook? Pitch in to show the show.
Can any of our members get it right? Come on, guys. What am I saying? What am I saying? It's an idiom. 4 words, all 1 syllable. Watch.
Pitch set of words. A new set of words. Something words. Piss off both words.
Okay, Kath, it's pretty close. But think about what it could be. It's a common idiom. Very close to what you've just said. Okay, I'm going to say it again.
Pissed off the Pope. Peed on the Pope?
Come on, guys. Best of both worlds. Shosh got it.
Oh.
Shosh got it. See? Best of both worlds. Okay.
Best of both worlds. Did you give up to the...
Okay, here's a funny one. 5 words, all 1 syllable. Watch carefully. And you're going to see that there was actually really something, it's been used tonight, this expression.
Stop and do your job.
No, you got 1 word right though. 1 word. 1 word.
Do it again. Okay, so I got job right. Now say it out loud like you were saying it. Because your mic's off, right? All right, now go ahead. Can you turn off mute? Try it again.
I'm not falling for that one. You poker player, you. Okay.
You think I tried to trick you?
Yeah.
Okay, I was.
Turn off your mute and now say it.
Try it again. Out loud.
Daniel, see if you can guess what I'm saying. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words, all 1 syllable. It's a common expression that's being used tonight by somebody. And I'm going to say it again.
Oh, don't quit your day job.
Don't give up your day job.
I think he said don't quit your day job.
Well, it was.
And there are 6 words. I was wondering why it took me so long. I was trying to figure out 5 words. No, it can't be don't give up your day job. It has to be don't quit your day job.
Okay, Daniel says
Don't quit your day job. See? It can't be don't give up.
quit, not give up. Okay. All right, Marty. All right. Daniel says, damn English speaking yipes. Are you talking to me? Daniel, I thought you loved me.
I think he's calling you a yipe.
I know. I don't even know what a yipe means. It just sounds like an insult. Okay, I've got another one. Let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, sure. Show us. Let me see.
1, 2. Falling for that. 1, 2, 3, 4 words. The first 3 words are 1 syllable. The last word is 2 syllables. Okay. Are you ready?
Listo. Okay, slow down there. Go again. Get off the telephone. You know I'm right. Don't lie. All right. Why are all your words have piss in them? Piss off. Every single one was like piss off. You're always pissing somebody off.
Okay, here's a clue. I've actually did this one in the previous time that we played this game.
Speak of the devil.
Jamie's got it. You cheated because you know what Jamie wrote. Jamie got it.
I saw Jamie got it.
Okay, so that was what it was. Speak of
Speak of the devil.
Okay, so let's go. We're nearly finished with this game.
Do, 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 do.
1, 2, 3, 4 words. And the first 2 words are double syllables and the last 2 words are single syllables. So it's 4 words, 2 double syllables and 2 single syllables. That's enough clues for one night. Let's go.
All right. Can it not start with the word piss this time? Right off piss being. I like I didn't start with it, but the piss is in the middle there. I'm telling you. Go ahead. Say it again. Do it again. Writing off Christmas. Okay, so like if we were at war and I have binoculars and I was trying to read somebody's lips, I'd be like sending messages back like they're gonna sneak in on the left in the middle of the night and we're all gonna be done. And then they come in the morning and we're all screwed. So whatever.
Lee says, I have no skill in reading lips. Apparently, nor does my partner here. Okay. Try this one more time. It's so simple. There's 4 words. The first one has 2 syllables. The second one has 2 syllables. The third one has 1 syllable. And the fourth one has 1 syllable.
Let me see.
Let's start. Okay.
Right off crack open the crack. Oh, cry over spilt milk. Oh, is that it?
You got it. You got it. You got it. Yes.
Jeffrey says his eyes hurt from lip reading.
Well, you know what's good about this, guys? First of all, I have your full attention. All eyes on me. I have your full attention. Secondly, I'm teaching you listening skills, even though you're not actually hearing anything. You're learning that 80% of everything you hear actually comes from what you see. So my facial expressions should give clues as well, right? Marty says, thank the Lord she hasn't used polysyllabic.
Polysyllabic words. We would all need therapy. I agree.
Because I love that expression when you put your emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I mean, I'm gonna need therapy now, but
So yeah, I made it pretty simple for you guys. Hey, Marty. Right, let's try another one. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words, and they're all one syllable. So I made it really simple for David because I know how hard he finds this. Secretly, guys,
I got the last one.
secretly, guys, I'm teaching him how to listen.
I don't listen now.
Now I want you to watch my facial expressions because I'm going to give some clues away with the facial expression, the way I said.
There was a storm. There can only be one.
Oh, you know what I realized? I'm saying it in English, and it's a word that is very unfamiliar to you Americans, because once when I used this word at a McDonald's, they didn't know what I was talking about.
Oh, can I get a straw?
So let me say this again.
Can I get a straw? This is the last straw.
You got it. This is the last straw. Oh, Kathy got it. Very good one. She said this is a lost cause. Oh, Jamie got it. I'm telling you, Ellie, you need to be.
No, I don't think Kath was. No. I think Kath was saying this is a lost cause, not guessing this is a lost cause.
Well, I want to know from Ellie whether Jamie said this is the last straw before David actually finally got it when I gave him so many clues.
Marty says, thank you, the Lord. Okay, I think we did that one. Jeffrey Stein says, why does the word monosyllabic have so many syllables? Syllabic.
Why does the word lisp have an S in it? For heaven's sake, what cruel bastard came up with that? Okay.
Right?
Did anyone see what I just put up there?
I have a lisp.
All right. Okay. Here's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4 words. First one is 2 syllables, and the rest are 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 words. First word is 2.
Okay. She says Jamie was first, but I don't know about that. You guys are always cheating against me. I don't know what the deal is. You get to turn your mic on. I can't hear you. Penny for your thoughts.
Yay! He's learning, folks. See, a little bit of training, and he's learning. He's learning to read my lips.
Read my lips. No more taxes.
This time there can be no confusion. David Loki was the winner of that round, the only round that he got right. And we have one last one, folks.
Well, it's debatable. This is the last straw.
Well, I don't know. I think that
I'll give it to them. I don't really.
Okay, so now I have 4. This is the simplest one, and I've left.
That's it, Penny, for your thoughts. She got it.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 words, all one syllable. Made it very easy.
Oh.
Time with David. Okay. Are you listening, David?
Ellie says it was a tie.
Let's see if we can get this quickly. Come on. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. This stupid thing pops up. Gotta install it. Go ahead. Do it again. What? Pants half off. Michael Jackson, Kmart both had. Oh. Dancing the night away. That's how you dance. Oh, monkey see, monkey do, monkey hear. Blind as a bat. Cat's got it before me, though.
And you know what?
All right.
Talk, 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 talk. All you do is talk, talk. Talk, 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 talk. All you do is talk, talk.
Bam!
Bam!
I wanted to say thank you to Jeffrey Lee and Shosh for joining the show, and for everybody else who showed up tonight to share in talking about opposites attract. We love it when you hang out with us.
The winners. We didn't give a prize next week.
We'll give a prize next week. We'll get back to giving prizes. It's just, with all the COVID stuff, it was very difficult. But thank you so much for joining us. And please share this video. Do watch parties. Tell people about it. We really need you to help us.
Invite people. Go to Real Talk Talk and sign up. Register for the socials coming up.
Thank you so much. We love you. Bye.
All right.